Hey, what's up, guys? We are back. Yeah, we've been gone for like 2 days, so that's a thing. I feel like this upgrade resets everything, right? No, it doesn't reset everything. Upgrade that and see how we progress. Oh, it does reset everything. I should upgrade this instead. Yeah, that was dumb of me, but it's okay because we'll get there literally in no time. Click M so we could rush through everything. Yeah, let's get to 90. I just clicked the 90. That was dumb, but it's okay because we'll get there at any time. For some reason, I thought that we would progress faster with that, but I don't think we actually do. Alright, okay, we'll reach 90 again. We're already at 70. Yeah, I should just reset the game. But we were pretty far along. I mean, we were AFK for 2 days. We were pretty far along, though, I would say. So let's try to get back up there. 83 gets to 80, then just a little bit more to 90. So guys, today's topic of this video is something interesting actually. So I don't know if you guys are like very into the markets and stuff like that, but crypto has been dropping an insane amount of money recently. Well, at one point, Bitcoin was around like $120,000. And now it's around 60. Right now, at this point of this recording, at 7:40 a.m. on the 6th of February, it is around 66,000. So I'm gonna start buying some Bitcoin, and honestly, I think you guys should too, for the long term. Depending on how much money you guys got, even if you guys got like not that much money, I would consider starting to buy like whatever you can. Like even if you just put like $1, $10, $25 every single week, it should grow over time in my thought. And also if it goes lower, you just keep buying week over week until at some point it goes crazy again. Because imagine buying now at like 60,000, or even it goes down to 50, which I kind of doubt. I think 60 is kind of its max hit unless something crazy gets announced or gets put into motion where something is insane. But I'm gonna start buying now because I consider it pretty low risk at this point because it's dropped so much, and people were buying around 70K because they believe that it's pretty much the average price of Michael Saylor's company, MicroStrategy, and MicroStrategy has a lot of Bitcoin bought up, but so do the bigger companies as well. So I feel like right now we are in a bear market potentially, and yeah, Bitcoin has fallen 50% from October's peaks. Like that's insane. So that's why I'm gonna start buying some now. I'm not like again, I'm not buying a lot. I'll disclose like I'm buying like $10 a week because I'm not employed and I only make money from trading, which is not easy. So it's not consistent paycheck every week, but I also do DoorDash and I try to make anywhere from like $400 to $700 a week on DoorDash. It's not taxed money, so I will have to pay taxes at the end of the year. But in the U.S., we have a new tip law. Oh, got an achievement: buy an antimatter galaxy without sacrificing. Oh, I didn't even realize we didn't even sacrifice nothing. Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't even realize we did that. We could have probably been way past the game. Yeah, coming back to this game after 2 days makes you a little stupid. It's okay though. Alright, yeah, I was a little distracted talking about the Bitcoin stuff. But it's kind of insane, like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Because no matter what country you're from, no matter where you live, if you could get a brokerage anywhere they would let you buy Bitcoin, I would consider just buying it straight up. Because as of right now, what challenge actually is that though? Achievement. I'm not sure, but we'll get this one done. Yeah, guys, so I would consider you guys start buying it. I mean, even if you could just do $1 a week, like, I would buy whatever you're able to spend on it. Because I buy stocks, weekly, you know? And monthly. So right now, like, if I was to, like, disclose my portfolio, which none of these are, like, investment advice at all. It's just stuff, like, you know, for entertainment purposes. And it no matter should you guys take this as like legitimate fact, but I am starting to buy Bitcoin. So I would say like in my retirement accounts, I was just using traditional through my job that I worked at Amazon. I would invest weekly into stocks. Now I am or weekly into like the traditional like stock stuff that they provided. So the basic like 401k and Roth IRA, the basic buys. But in my portfolio for my traditional IRA, I am only investing into QQQ and SPY, which at the moment of recording, I am, even though we have gone down a good amount of money, I am only down 0.33% on the NASDAQ. And on SPY, I'm actually up on SPY 1.79%. Which even that is kind of insane to me because the markets have been going down and have been pretty much crashing. So still to be up is crazy in one of those, and to be pretty much even on the other is kind of crazy. And on my Roth IRA, I am investing into SCHD and SGov. SCHD is like an ETF that follows like it's pretty much Charles Schwab's U.S. dividend equity ETF, which they own like multiple companies in it. From like what I could see of their holdings, they own energy, consumer defense, healthcare, industrial, consumer cycles. I don't know what that means. Technology, financial services, communication services, basic materials, and utilities. Then they own their top 10 holdings: Lockheed, Texas Instruments, Chevron, Conco, Phillips. I don't know what that is. Merck, Verizon, Bristol Myers Squibb, PepsiCo, Altria, and Coca-Cola. That's what they own in their stock. And as of time of recording, I'm up 12.91% on SCHD. And then I invest into something that's a little different. I invest into SGov. And SGov is pretty much, let me just read it. SGov remains steady with minimal changes amid upcoming listings, move and past investors inflow. There's not really a thing for SGov. It just pretty much is government bonds, if that makes sense. So it owns 97% government bonds and 2.45, I guess, cash. And it just pretty much is a government bond, and government bonds do pay out every, like, I don't know how often they pay out, but they pay out. So at this point, I'm investing monthly on that one, and I'm investing $25 in SCHD every week and into S&P and NASDAQ. So overall, I would say I'm investing, that's $50 on those two, and then, well, $50 on those two every week. So it's like $100 a month. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would say I'm investing $400 right now into the stock market, into those 4 shares. And then I'm also investing another $40 a month into Bitcoin now. I wish I could do more into Bitcoin just because I like the value of it, but I don't have the money to buy it now. Like I said, I am unemployed pretty much and trying to make as much money as I can to pay bills with DoorDash, and also with trading, if I could get a little bit better and take out more withdrawals, that's more money to put into whatever I want to put into, and also pay bills and stuff, you know. At the end of the day, you guys got to pay your bills first. You know, that's the main thing. And you can worry about any other little thing you guys want to buy or push money into. Because if you guys aren't able to do it, then don't. Like, I really would not recommend it, because it isn't something that you guys want to touch like for a while. Like, it's something you want to buy now and just chill on it. But yeah, guys, at this point, like I said, I am pretty happy with what we're doing trading wise, so we'll see how it goes overall. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping we do well, but like I said, you never know. You never know with Bitcoin. Bitcoin could be up an insane amount or down an insane amount. We're about to get this one. We're 50% of the way done with this challenge, which is good. I actually think we could probably finish this challenge here soon, hopefully. Bitcoin hit 60K at one point. I'm getting notifications. That's also why I'm like I should invest into it because there's so many news articles and stuff coming out. Let me check what this news article said. This one was posted. Bitcoin plunge accelerated on Thursday as the world's largest cryptocurrency fell more than 12% to 64,000 in late afternoon trading, and levels not seen since October 2024. As of press time, Bitcoin has fallen to around 65, while Ethereum dropped below 2K mark. Yeah, Ethereum's also pretty interesting, but I'm going to go to the main of Bitcoin right now and worry about Bitcoin exclusively. Ethereum is something I actually have in one of my wallets, which I bought pretty cheap, and I still am holding it. Yeah, but right now investing into weekly Bitcoin seems like a pretty good bet, pretty good point. I'm liking my investments right now, guys. We'll see. We'll see how we do, though. We'll see how we do. All right. A little bit higher. Need to get 63. Then we'll buy one more. Guys, if any of you guys are stock market people or weekly investors or invest into certain stocks, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of interested. I would recommend staying away from a lot of stocks though that are not good. Because I also do invest in my own personal. Because those are just my retirement accounts, guys. Those weren't even my personal accounts. My personal account is actually invest into a lot of weirder stuff that you guys probably don't know about. Well, I probably do. But wouldn't imagine someone would invest into stuff like that. So, as of right now, my shareholdings in my regular portfolio, my personal account, I still have a lot of SCHD. I bought that on my personal account as well, which I am currently up 16%, which is nice. Then I have Ford, which I am currently up 15%. I also have HPQ, which is destroying my portfolio right now. I'm down 34%. The only good thing about that one is I didn't invest much money into it, but I am down a good amount. And then Main Street Capital, I am also invested, and I am up 80% on that one. And then my nicest investment right now is Avi, which I am currently up 147%. But like I said earlier, not like I said earlier, but I'm not invested heavily into anything except for Ford and SCHD. Those are I'm heavily invested. HPQ, I only have 26 shares. Main Street, I only have 5 shares. And Avi, I only have 3, which is yeah, it's kind of insane though. Because in theory, right, if I invested more money into Avi and Main Street, I would be pretty rich right now. But I didn't. And I also do a trading method called the wheel, which is cash secured puts and covered calls. So that's why I have a lot of Ford, because I used to sell a lot of contracts on different companies. I actually used to own 100 shares of Bank of America, and I sold it. I sold it pretty recently because it went up a lot, and I got my cover call got assigned. So I originally bought Bank of America around, let me see. It's actually been a while. Oh, I bought it around November 30th, 2023 for around $30.22. Ever since then, I've been using the cash secure put covered call method to sell calls over the price. And what that means is that I get paid a certain amount of money depending on how much people are willing to spend on a call option. I get paid what they're willing to spend on it. And what happens is if the stock price, for example, is at 30, if I put it to 35, if it hits $35, I sell all my shares at $35 if it's above $35. and I also get paid to sell that contract. And if the stock doesn't go to $35 by the expiration date, then I just collect the money and just leave it alone. I don't have to sell it, nothing with it. But I pretty much did that since November 2023, and from then I made $9, then I made $10, another 9, another 10, another 7, another 24. Oh no, that was a dividend. Never mind. 7. Yeah, 7, another 9. I rolled some of the options. I made another 2, made another 9, made another 13, made another 11, made another 11, made another 12, made another 58, made another 50, made another 75, made another 26, and I made another 28 out of those contracts, while also selling Bank of America at the point of $50, meaning my total profit was over $2,000 plus all the cash secured put, all the covered calls, as well as all the dividend payments, which were about $26 per dividend, which is kind of like insane to think about. So I was like, in a sense, making little bits of money here and there with dividends, and also making money with covered calls until I sold it for $2,000 profit, which is I rode the way up with the stock, which is actually a pretty good method. That's why I like the covered call method. And just a little right now, Bank of America is at 55,000, which is good. I am not looking to buy it anytime soon because I am at the point where I am at the peak of my investment on that. All right, we just need to get 171 here. Yeah, that's a pretty good one I made money on. Like right now with SCHD, this is one I'm not gonna sell. I'm talking about my both of my accounts, my retirement and also my personal. I'm not selling SCHD because the same thing with SCHD. I've had been buying it for a long time now. I've been buying it since. Let me scroll through history. I think I've probably been buying it before 2024, but I have been investing I've been buying like one share every single week, I think, from then, and then I stopped doing that. And I just started investing like random money that I had left over, like a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. And in my personal, I stopped investing, but in my investment account, I kept the investments going in my retirement account. But as of right now, from what I could see, SCHD is paying a dividend of like $38 to me, and I own like 149 stocks, 149 shares. Yeah, 149 shares is what I own of it. And then Ford, I own 401 shares of Ford. Which I bought at 11.87, and I am up $746 plus dividends. And SHD, I didn't see how much I was up. I am up $669. And Ford's dividend is a little bit better. Well, because I have a lot more shares, obviously. So as of right now, my Ford dividend is paying about $60.15. Well, also I am selling covered calls on it, which I have made money since I have bought the shares back in April 2023. So I have made not dividend income, but covered call income of $20 here, $32 here, $112 here, $92 here, and $84. So as the stock has been going up and as it has been paying me a dividend. So like I said, I like that method. It is risky if you play it with more riskier stocks. I want to buy now more shares of HPQ. I want to buy 100 shares of HPQ and start doing that method as well, because they also pay a dividend. But like I said, I am down 34%, which is $267 right now is what I'm down. But buying more shares, getting more dividend, and also doing cover calls maybe eventually would get me back up. Right now, the dividend seems like it's paying $7.80 from January 2nd, the last time it paid me. And I haven't done any cover calls, so I don't have enough money for it. But I started buying up shares. I stopped buying shares of March 11th, 2024, which at this point seems kind of like a bad thing. I should not have invested into this company at all. But right now, I'm going to buy 100 shares of it and see if I can roll it. Let's get the 80. Alright, let's pass through a lot of this. Let's get through a lot of this fast so we get more stuff going. Let's buy this up. Yeah, guys, so that's HPQ, which is my worst performance. And then Main Street Capital is another one that I am considering buying more after buying HPQ. 200 shares, because Main Street Capital, I am also thinking about getting it to 100 shares. I don't think I'll still cover calls on it. But it is very expensive, so I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. I gotta complete these faster. Sorry guys, I'm looking at my portfolio. Let me buy these up, but as of right now, I think I'm not going to focus on getting that. Oh, we might be done here. There we go. Nice. We got that. So we have automation. Go infinity without having any eighth. We got that challenge too. That's what that achievement also. That's what I was looking to get. No DLC. Buy 16 upgrades. Okay, we don't have enough to buy anything right now, right? We need 7. Yeah, we don't have enough. Okay. Challenge wise. Oh wait, automation wise. Hold up. Galaxies required. Always. What should I set these to? Automatic dimension boost. Currently, I'll leave it like that for now and see how it does. Let's get like 1 infinity. Without going to a challenge, because we could probably do the infinities pretty quickly here. It is on, right? And that one is dimension boost. So we already got 5. Okay. That's not bad. Alright, that's not bad at all, guys. But yeah, so Main Street Capital, I only bought 3 shares, and it hasn't paying dividends ever since. I am up $135 on that one as well. The only thing I should upgrade is this guy when I get the chance to. Okay, yeah. So as Main Street Capital, I have been getting $1.30 per dividend. Last dividend was January 15th. I haven't bought any more shares of this one, mostly because I'm trying to rebalance my portfolio and fix how my portfolio is looking. Let's get that so I could push it further. And then Abby, same thing. I haven't bought it because I haven't been caring about buying it, which is kind of dumb because I should have been buying it when I first started. And if I just bought Abby with all my money at that point, it would be up a lot of money, you know? But it's okay. We live and we learn. I kind of feel like it's a little expensive for me to buy it now, but buying 100 shares of it right now would be like $22,000, which is why I'm not looking forward to that one. Let's start a challenge, actually. Let's start this one. Yep. Huh. What does this mean? Perform a dimension boost reset, but lose a dimension boost. Huh? Not sure. Let's just keep progressing through the game. Not sure what that means. Okay, but yeah, but as of Avi, it is paying me a dividend of $4.92. Last dividend was November 14th, so I think we're due for dividend this February. But that's my portfolio, guys. I would give you like a more rundown of my personal because that's what I have. That's more interesting in a sense because that's what I've been investing into more recently. Okay, actually, we should probably press that more often. I want to get this one first because we're like right there. Yeah, we should do that more often. But I'll give you like a rundown of my account. So I was weekly investing into the stock market. Oh, well, not weekly. I was investing literally any money I had left over, I would put into the stock market. So if I do this and this and this, what does that do for me? Just give me anything. Perform 8-dimension boost. Reset or lose 8-dimension boost. Yeah, not exactly sure what it does. But we're pushing pretty nicely, which we're about to be done here. But like from what my history shows, because I have withdrawn money, I am using Robinhood by the way. So that is another automation setup. Automatic antimatter galaxies current. Okay, so that's fine. Every 20 seconds is fine. Let's get the last one going though. And then we can start doing the harder challenges, which is a 2 and 9. But pretty much, I think I put like my personal money like around $15,000 into the stock market. But I have withdrawn a lot of money. So like my history shows that I've only deposited $3,000, which isn't technically correct, but it is technically correct at the same time. Does that make sense? So in theory, I actually have put more money. But as of right now, it's showing that I put $3,357 of my own personal money. And then I'll give you a history throughout of like what happened. So from that point of starting that, I started pretty slow and I was losing like money. Like I was losing like 15%, 20%. I was gaining 20%. Like up until I started in 2019. When I first started 2020, I was at 2020. Let's do it by years. So 2020, I was up a little bit, then I was down like 20%, nothing crazy. I was down to 2,800. Then let me scroll a little bit forward, by 2021, okay, but I peaked in September 28th, 2020, I peaked at, let me see, I peaked at almost $5,000, which I made 45% gains on. And then I bottomed out again at November 2nd, 2020, which I lost, what it looks like I lost, 58%, which is $1,900, which is crazy. But then I peaked again. Like since then, I consistently went up 142%, and I peaked at 8,155. And remember, I started with $3,000. That's insane. And I bottomed out again around. It says 2021. What day is that? May 3rd, 2021. I bottomed at positive 26%, and I was up to 4,000. Wait, let me see. No, I bottomed down to 17% profit, and I bottomed down to 3,900. Then I peaked again at June 28th, 2021. I peaked at 8,000 again. I bottomed out again at 4,800 on July 2021. Then at my all-time peak, guys. I wish I could zoom in more. Let me see if I could do it sideways, actually. Nope, I can't. So then I peaked at, we're kind of slow down in game right now. Don't know if I can finish this challenge. But then I peaked at November 8th, 2021. I was up 226%. So I was at $10,000 from the original 3K. And then you guys are going to be like, that's ridiculous, what happened? Then on January 24, 2022, I was down $3,000 and I only had $162 to my account. Then I went back up and I peaked at February 7, 2022. I peaked at $2,000. I went back down to having negative $33, which honestly doesn't make sense because I had more money in the account at the time. So technically I did have money in the account. I was just down $3,000. And then I again peaked again at 3,600, which is 7% up from original. Then I bottomed out pretty insanely. I bottomed out negative $3,725. That is my lowest low, and that was June 13th, 2022. Then again, I recovered a good amount of money. That was actually down like a lot of money. I doesn't say gain a percentage, but that was down a lot. But like at the time, I had like 15K in the account, so I was pretty much like lost 50% of my account at that point. And then I also then peaked August 8th, 2022. I reached a peak of $469, which I was still down 2,888. And then I bottomed out again December 26th, 2022. I lost $6,000. And I was at negative 3,512. And then after that, I peaked. I got to a peak point July 17, 2023. I peaked at 4,967, which is up from my original, which is around 3,000 something, if you guys remember. And then I bottomed out again at $982, which is minus $2,000. Then I got a pretty nice peak December 18th, 2023. I peaked at 5,359, which is up $2,000. And then since then, I've been consistently going up, with the next peak going to be July 15th, 2024, which was at $7,000. And then I bottomed out from then in July 29th at 5,300. I had another good peak. Looks like November 18th, 2024. Yeah. Which I peaked at 9,679. And then I bottomed back down to 7,657. And since then, we've been going up and up and up and up and up. So, to this day, right now, currently at the time of 8:09 a.m., I am at $12,160, which from the beginning of my account to now, I am currently up 262% overall since 2019 till now, which is about 7 years. Which is insane, right? That alone is insane. But that is like a history of my personal account. My retirement and my Roth, I actually, when I left my job pretty much a year ago, I moved out here and I've been weekly investing into like what I said earlier. So that's not much history there. I could say like I moved money in starting July 8th, 2025. And I put like 19,101, which is for my retirement, which I don't know how much profit was there before I retired. Because there was a good amount of profit before I retired, or pretty much left my job and transferred out the retirement account to my other broker. Because I think they used Fidelity. But since then, I am currently up $392, which is 2% all time. So I'm at 19,493 in my brokerage. Also, I don't mind sharing these numbers with you guys. This is what I do, and this is what I love to do. So I don't mind sharing the numbers. So yeah, some of you guys might be like, those are really low numbers. Some of you guys might be like, that's a lot of money. At the end of the day, it's not, the money's not, like I said in another video, money's not real, and this money doesn't really count for anything, because the retirement money is money I will never take out, and my personal account I will take out if I am in need of emergency, and that's why I took out money previously on that one. But the Roth IRA, the traditional IRA, I haven't put much into it. Like I said, I only started investing into it since July 7th, 2025, which honestly, I think it's, I mean, if you really think about it, it's almost going to be a year in a couple months now. We're in February, March, April, June. Oh, we're still a couple months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 months from a year. But we haven't been investing much. Like I said, we've only been investing like $100. Well, $200 a month on both. And then on the Roth IRA, overall, same thing. Started around the same point. I started the Roth IRA July 8th, same thing. But the Roth IRA actually has performed a little bit better if you think about it, but not really. My Roth IRA is up $330, which is 2.97%. But it is technically doing better because there's less money into it. So overall, traditional IRA is about $19,500. Roth IRA is 11,814, but I started at 11,500. And then my investment account's at 12. My personal account is 12,000. So overall, my overall worth in my portfolio, personal account, Roth IRA, and 401k regular traditional, I am currently, my net worth in the markets right now is around $43,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, to be honest. I don't think it's a lot. Mostly because, you got to keep growing it over time, and I have seen way more money. I have made way more money in a sense. I have made $10,000 for 1 month straight every single week, around $40,000, and then turn around and lost all of it. So yeah, that is insane. But oh man, we live and we learn, We're actually pushing pretty decently on this. It did slow down a lot, but we're about to buy this one up. I didn't even check with the challenge. Each Antimatter Dimension produces the Dimension 2 tier below it instead of one. Both first and second dimensions produce antimatter. The second and fourth and sixth dimensions are made stronger in compensation. Okay, we're about to reach. Okay, we got the 7th boost there. If we get the 8th boost and stuff, will be pretty good. Yeah, guys. So this is like the reason why I wanted to share some of that is because it's interesting, I also do have a little bit of crypto in Robinhood, but it's not like anything crazy. It's only like $10 worth, and it's because they're giving out free crypto during Christmas time, and whenever they do like free giveaways of crypto, that's why I have that. But in reality, that doesn't really matter. $10 is nothing, But now that I'm starting to buy some crypto in Coinbase, we'll see where we're at in a year from now. And maybe I'll report back every end of the year to see how we're doing, if you guys are interested. Like I said, it's something I like to do, and it's something I have as a job. If I was to talk to you about my trading in NQ, which is the NASDAQ, it's which I like to trade right now, which honestly, I am considering trading also gold or silver or anything else as well. But right now that I am working on just one currency or one I guess one part of the market. I want to trade the other parts of the market, but I need to either use my same strategy and push it towards a different thing. Pretty much saying push it into. I could also do Bitcoin futures, but what I trade is futures, which is different than buying individual stocks. So with that being said, that is different. I trade that and I day trade that. And the way I day trade it, pretty simply, is I use what is called the 15-minute orb, which is the first 15 minutes of the market. You mark out the high with the wick and the low with the wick. Then I go down to the 5-minute, and let's say the market after 9:45. Let's say at 9:50, the 5-minute candle closes at 9:50 above the 9:45 candle. I enter along, meaning that I am making money as the market goes up. And then same thing, the opposite end. If it goes under that 15-minute candle, and the 5-minute closes under the 15-minute, I go short. And I usually target 20 points up, 20 points down, which in basic terms, I am losing $200 right now. I'm using 5 mini contracts. I think it's mini or micro. I'm using the cheaper version, or I'm trading NMQ, not MQ. So I'm trading the lower end version of it, which is pretty much just trading less money, if that makes sense. So my loss is $200, and my max win is $200 as well. So for me to do good, I need to make more than 51%. 51% of my trades need to be profitable. So meaning that if I lose, win, I just need to try to aim to make above 50%. So if I make above 50%, let's say I have a 75% win rate, I am making bank. if I have a 55% win rate, I am also making bank. But I also trade under prop firms, which have a lot of strict rules with them, which is why it's hard to trade with them. And yeah, so those are like my whole trading stuff, and that's what I do daily. The good thing about prop firms is that you're able to expand and progress to trade more money, and that's why they're good. Right now, I'm trading with Top Step, which honestly I might consider switching to a different prop firm if there is a cheaper one out there, or not even cheaper one, if the rules are better and it's similar price or cheaper. Because the thing about Top Step is I like the rules because there's no trailing drawdown, but I do notice that it's not as is a little bit cheaper than some of the more expensive accounts. But at the same time, I don't know. I like the platform. I like the Project X. If you guys know what that means, it's pretty much the broker kinda where you trade. But yeah, that's about it from that end. But like I said, you could expand your account. So right now, like a $50,000 account, which isn't really $50,000, I would say it's really a $2,000 account. Because you lose $2,000, you lose the account. No matter if you're up 1,000, if you lose 2,000 after you're up 1,000, you still lose the whole account. It doesn't like increase the amount you could lose until you're over $2,000 made. Then once you go $3,000, you pass the account. So then you gotta start another account again. So that's pretty much how that works, right? But you could expand Top Step right now to have 5 accounts. Which, if I am copy trading, which I am, if you have 5 accounts, let's say you pass all of them, you're making real money now because you could withdraw money from them. You could end up be making like $1,000 a day per every trade from what I am trading right now. Like you can make more, you can make less, just depending on how you trade. But that's how I trade. And the reason I trade like that is because you want to have 5 days. To be able to withdraw money, you need to have 5 days of making more than $150. So that's what I am. The first 5 days, obviously, you make more than $150 in the first 5 days. Or let's say you make it in a month, you make, I guess, $150 in the whole month. You can do it whenever you can, but as long as the day closes above 150, you're good for that time frame, that day. You could do it like you don't have to do it consistently, like in a row. You could do it like, let's say you make that money on Monday, you say you don't make it on Tuesday, let's say you make it on Wednesday, that counts as 2 days. So it doesn't matter when you do it, but as long as you do it at some point, then you're able to withdraw money. So I like the idea of making 200 a day, because per account, because that would get that number done in 5 days whenever those 5 trades go through. So like right now, let's say like you have 1 day, you miss 1 day, no big deal, you get another day, nice. Now you have 2 days, then you miss 1 day, then you get another day, then you have 3 days. Although you're like at $0 technically in your account because you one loss, considering how my trading works, you still in a sense push up in the idea that you could withdraw money, but you can't withdraw money because you don't have anything in the account. But like I said, I like the idea of the expansion of accounts. There's other platforms that I know Apex trading, you could have up to 20 accounts. Which imagine 20 accounts times 200. Just 5 accounts alone was $1,000. So think about the 20. So like 5 more accounts would be 2,000. Then that would be 3,000, 4,000. So you can make $4,000 a day in theory if you have 20 accounts. And that's per trade, which is an insane amount of money. That's literally why I am saying money is not real. Because if you could figure it out and become a good trader like that, you could be making $4,000 a day on Apex, and that's just insanity. Like, let me pull up the calculator really quick and see how insane that is. Just on a weekly basis, 4,000 times 5. If you had a perfect week, you're making 20K. If you had a perfect month, you're making 80K in a month, which is insane. Which honestly could happen. You could have a perfect month. I've had perfect weeks before. I've also had 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight of perfect performance. So imagine getting to that point of being like a trader like that. That's completely insane, and you're making bank. But again, those accounts have a lot of rules and regulations to them, so it's not just like you're free to do whatever. If you had your own personal money, you're free to do whatever. But if you're trading under them, you're not free to do whatever you want to do. You got to follow the rules. Don't lose your money. Don't lose your accounts. Keep up with their rules. Keep up with their updating rules, because some rules do update, and it does mess you up if you don't follow them. There, I think that's pretty much all of like my trading and my current main job that makes the most money and pays the bills. Because DoorDash and Uber, you guys know how that works. You just go to the restaurant, pick up food, deliver to the customer. They tip you however much they want to tip you, and you pick up whatever you want to pick up. Because I guess in a sense, you pick up the orders that pay you the more money for the mileage. So in a sense, like a lot of people recommend to go for like $2 for every mile. But right now, like in my market, it's not really that possible, because they don't give you, like, for example, if there's 5 miles, if an order gives you 5 miles, like let's say an order is $10, you want to drive 5 miles to do that $10 order. But in reality, a lot of times it's not like that in my market. In my market, it is possible, it does happen, but those are like pretty rare. And honestly, the best ones I've ever gotten were like 5 miles for $20. But at the worst end, what I am taking, like the worst orders possible, because I gotta take orders. I can't just like be sitting in my car doing nothing, because I'm still sitting in my car driving around on my phone, playing games, or like watching TikTok, or watching like any YouTube videos, or watching anything, just because I have to like kill time, and I'm not driving, I'm just parked. So if I'm doing that, then like I don't want to be doing that. I want to be consistently driving. So I will take those orders, which is like, let's say $10 for 10 miles, $5 for 5 miles. Usually I don't go for the $5 ones. Usually end up going for more than 10 for the mileage, because sometimes the restaurants aren't done making the food, or the order just got placed. You're right next to the restaurant. They still gotta wait a little bit, because obviously they can't cook the food that fast. But in theory, my goal per day is to try to make $100 per day, which you end up doing in about like 5 hours, sometimes 4, sometimes 6, depending on how busy it is. Like today's Friday, so today's gonna be busy, and I will want to end up going at some point. Also, so I'm thinking about it. Thinking about going earlier today. What I am gonna do is record a couple videos, do my day trading, take a little nap, and then go DoorDash and Uber Eats as much as possible. Because I did miss on Monday. I didn't go Ubering and DoorDashing on Monday, so I am technically missing $100 from my current paycheck, as well as I also missed Wednesday because we went grocery shopping. So I missed those 2 days. But I'm pretty much down. Like at this point, I made like 230 something, but I should be at $400. Today I should be at 500, but I'll probably make $100 today. Maybe I'll try to make 150 or somewhere around there, so I could catch up. I'll try to see how much I can make today. Hopefully I can make 150. If I can make 200, that's perfect. Because then I'm only down $70. Though not down. I just didn't make the $70 I wanted to make for the week. Because I try to make 700, which is $100 a day. But sometimes like I said, I need to go buy groceries. I need to do something else. I don't have the time to go. But at the same point, I should be going whenever I am able to go. Alright, we slowed down a lot. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. My cat's doing something. Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. My cat was just on top of the drawer she shouldn't be up top on. You guys can hear her. She's meowing right now. I think she wants to play. That's why. But she's not allowed to be up there because she will knock something over. And she will break something. That's not good. Yeah, guys, but we're about done with this video soon. Um, we're not gonna beat this challenge right now. Potentially we could once you get the if you get the galaxy like soon. Potentially we could beat it, but it might take longer. But we also would have the automation. This is a big crunch automation. The only thing this is the tick speed. Oh, this is the only one we're missing for automation. Yeah, yeah, automated, upgradable tick speed auto buyer. Yeah, dimension, anti-dimension. All right, so we need this one and this one left. Yeah, but I did see a comment saying that we should look into a specific challenge. Let me look into that now while we are in the slowdown. In a couple of videos, you'll be able to play idle mode. Also, when you have all the challenges done, look up how to do Antiables achievement. Because it's hard to get if you progress further into the game. You'll need all the achievements eventually. These videos so much remind me of my first playthrough. Thank you, Ellie Quinn, for that one. Let me look into this achievement. How to get Antiball having okay, let's look up how we do that. I got it before breaking Infinity, I think. If you want to do it then try to get into the 8th normal challenge without getting to Infinity. This is how I did it. And sacrifice for a big boost, then keep upgrading 7th dimension until it multipliers close, but not more. I think I already progressed too much into the game to get this achievement. I'm not even at but I am on mobile, which could be harder. I'm currently in okay. Hi there, I'm with the game. I can't figure out how possible. Okay, it's completed with a random strategy I came up with. I've been in Eternity stage for a while, and I tried some strategy before I entered. Okay, I turned off all my auto buyers and bought them manually. After 1 or 2 galaxies, no challenge, but somewhere in E7, E8 IP range with all upgrades affordable at the point. I don't know how far into game you are. I did it after my first Infinity. I bought with the Infinity points, the top right, and making buying by 10 to wait what? Instead of 2x dimension boost about 10 to 15 times, then it I did accidentally try on street. It took me 300 more seconds. I couldn't tell you how, but it was right after Infinity Power. What challenge is that? Anti-tables. Where is that in the list of challenges here? Geez, that guy's going crazy. Okay, this one. Get the 8th dimension. Get the 8th dimension multiplier to be highest. 7th dimension multiplier second, etc. Oh, so we want to get like this number higher than these. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So we definitely would have to turn the auto buyers off. And I guess what we would have to do is just buy the minimum so that we can. Okay, we could definitely look into getting that done. Potentially in the next video, because right now we're kind of stuck here for now, but it will get there. Let's get that boost going just because. Yeah, so what we would have to do would be, I guess you have to unlock all of these. And then what we would do is we would buy like only what we were needed. So we want to buy all of these, and then buy from bottom to top and get the highest multiple from the bottom. Honestly, it doesn't seem like that hard of an achievement to do, anyways. It just seems like it would take us a good amount of time, but it doesn't look like it'll be that hard in theory. Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with what's it called? The same challenge as like Revolution Idol in a sense. But we're pretty much good, set, and done with that one. We will see. We will see. Okay. Yeah, right now we're slowing down. Our next goal is to get that to 29. We're barely getting that one. But with AFK-ness and the fact that we have these automated, I think we'll probably finish this challenge just by that alone. And if that does happen, I will just press the auto crunch thing. Well, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't because we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But yeah, that's like, I guess that's one of the harder achievements you can't probably get if you progress too much into the game. The next one is unlock 2 new infinity upgrades. Wait, what? Buy 16 infinity upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So just buy all of them. Literally. Okay. And then get more than 1 E26 ticks per second. What are ticks per second? Oh. Yeah, we need to get that upgraded more. Complete all 12 normal challenges. All dimensions are... Yeah. I don't think the secret achievements... Right? Secret achievements don't seem like they gave us a boost. Yeah, from what the ones we got so far, they don't give us a boost. So they're not that necessary compared to like a Revolution Idol, where it is necessary to get them. But some of these do give us boosts. Maybe some of the secret ones do give us boosts. Like these didn't give us any boost at all. This one reward, start with 100 antimatter. Different. Oh, that's why you don't want to do that many things. 8 antimatter are 10% stronger. Yeah, we'll try to do that challenge too, but we're gonna have to manually buy stuff. After this challenge, we could buy the next upgrade, which is this one: increase dimension, boost, multiplier. Current 2, we go to 2.5. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, if I read that comment earlier, we probably would have tried to done that achievement first, but it's okay. Because, well, I guess what we would have to do is we would have to turn off all our auto buyers and buy manually. And just buy like nothing, literally. And I guess we would probably boost dimensions, boost galaxies, and boost this without getting infinity. Or we might have to go to eternity, because we need to like have infinity completely done, I would imagine also. So it's kind of hard to say where we need to be before we can get that challenge done. But maybe we could do it before getting eternity. From what it seems like, eternity is the next level. What I have got spoiled. Or if it's not eternity, then I'm thinking about Revolution Idol. But still, like I said, at that point, we're still in a good position anyways. So, yeah, let's keep it going. We just need one more level. The question is it gonna automate and give me the dimension boost, or is it gonna give me this first? Almost at 29. Hold up. We're gonna get this and probably go AFK. We'll probably get the big crunch when we come back from AFK. Well, I'll have to record 2 other videos, and I might not record 2 videos today, so... Yeah, give me this guy, though. Give me this guy. Come on. I'm clicking it myself so it doesn't buy... Oh, I need to buy this, but yeah, I need to buy this, so... Come on. Give me this one first, though. Because I know if I buy this, it's gonna buy the other one, probably. Rocket turn. Dimensions. Yeah, for now. Because I want this one so I can reset. So I keep buying that one up, it's okay. Let me try to manually buy this one. Nope, they missed it that time. I actually one of these. Come on. I could turn that one off too, but I'm gonna beat it on my own. Come on. Nope. I mean, it just needs like Couple more levels at this point. Come on. Nope, still not there. Come on. No, I was buying that one up. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat it anytime soon. It's alright. I'm not that worried about it. Let it do its thing. We'll get it eventually. About to get it here, honestly, anytime now. Yeah, we're getting like... There we go. Oh, yeah, I did the thing. I do have that set. Yeah, so now we're just gonna progress through this. Yeah, I don't know if how easy it is to get that challenge done, because it already seems kind of insane. Mostly because of... Yeah, mostly because of just the progression. Yeah, it's a little crazy. You'll have to see, because I'm not sure how it would work out. Because it seems like it would take us a while. In theory. Huh. Trying to think. Because right now, like, this is already, like, we haven't even unlocked, like, all of these yet. And it's already, like, pushing so much forward. But we need to unlock all of these to be able to even do anything. That's why it seems a little crazy, but at the same time, we could probably do it pretty easily. Alright, let me check our stuff. Yeah, guys, I think at this point, because we do have everything automated except for the big crunch and except for the I guess except for the buyer of like this one. Wait, what is our challenge? This one, upgradable tick speed auto buyer. Don't already... Isn't this a 6 speed auto buyer? Because dimensional sacrifice disabled. I forget what that's called. Let me unlock that really quick. I think we're kind of close to it anyways. Yeah, we're pretty close to it. Hopefully we can push towards it really fast here, because I don't want us to be here forever. But what is it called? That dimension sacrifice multiplier. 10 dimension purchase multiplier. I don't think that's what that means. Tick speed costs us. On our automations right now, we have automatic antimatter galaxies, automatic dimension boost, tick speed, auto buyer, current interval. Is that we're not already buying tick speed? Or is that talking about that? I don't know actually. Listen, we'll leave those settings as is for now, because I don't think it matters. And I don't think we can really change it anyways. Oh, we probably could change it. Let me know if I should change those settings on the auto buyer stuff as of right now. Yeah, let me check what this is called. Antimatter, a boost, 8th antimatter, wait, what? Purchase tick speed. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we should probably start doing some pretty insane progression here. Yeah, guys, but as of right now, we'll be back in a bit, guys, because we'll let this do its own thing and push it forward as much as possible. But we should probably be able to get the big crunch literally anytime soon. It just needs to upgrade by itself. We'll be back, guys.